ATAK fans, in this video I'm going to cover the point dropper and go-to tools for ATAK. Both of these tools have a little overlap, and I will cover some of their differences. The go-to tool allows you to enter a known location and drop a marker on this location, or just pan the map to this location. This tool is only used when you have a known location like an address or a coordinate reference point like a lat long, UTM, US National Grid, or what three words if you have the what three words plugin. The point dropper tool allows you to drop a point on your ATAK map freehand, meaning you select the exact spot on the map just by tapping it and the marker will drop on the map. It also has the ability to put in a known location like the go-to tool does. Both of these tools are covered in depth on my PowerPoint presentation at maps.taxserver.us. Now let's dive into the go-to tool first. The first thing we need to do is find our go-to tool. I have mine in the overflow menu. Click on it and open the tool. First, you may see a pop-up that says you can't search for an empty address. That is completely normal. You'll notice at the top of the tool numerous location formats. From left to right, you have MGRS, or the Military Grid Reference System, also synonymous with USNG, or US National Grid, decimal degree, degree decimal minute, degrees minute seconds, UTM, address, and if you have the What Three Words plugin loaded on your device, What Three Words. It should be noticed that if using address or What Three Words, you do need an internet connection. These databases are not downloaded in ATAK. I will cover in a different video a third-party What Three Words plugin that does have an offline What Three Words database loaded. The next thing I need you to look at is this gear icon. This is the online address service provider. Leave it on native Android geocoder. What Three Words can use that geocoder. If you switch to What Three Words and you try to look up an address, it's not going to work. I bring this up because if you're having a hard time looking up an address, two things are happening. Either you don't have internet access or this got changed to a different address service. Let's click OK. Next thing I want to show you is this box that says Set Address as the title. If you're using address or What Three Words, if you drop a point on the map, you can have it label it as the address. Now below this is elevation. You can set elevation if you like, or to the right of it you can choose Pull Elevation Data. If you have DTED2 loaded, it will automatically add the elevation for the point. Below elevation determines what you want done with this location. On the left, if I click no point, it's just going to pan the map to this location we set, not drop any markers. Now you have a variety of markers here to drop, then the red X tool, and this point of interest marker. I will cover autofill, clear, and copy to clipboard a little bit further on in the video. Now let's do a scenario where we're going to simulate you have a known location in decimal degree format. This is very typical of what a cell phone caller data format would be if you got information from a 911 dispatch center for a caller in distress. So switch over to decimal degrees. We'll start with latitude. We'll put in 33.82700. Longitude, negative 117.61835. We can hit Pull Elevation. It's grabbed the DTED Level 2 elevation data I have for California, puts it at 2,608 feet, and we'll drop this unknown marker on it and hit OK. And now you can see it drops the location. Now let's click on the marker to activate the radio menu. 5 o'clock position, let's click on that and get more details. Now you'll notice this coordinate box up here. Click on that. Notice it's very similar to what we saw before when we started with the go-to tool, where we had all these different location formats. It will start on whatever format you have set in your call sign box. So I'll hit cancel here, and notice down below where it says call sign team A, and you can see my format I have there. It's always going to match. As I select that and go through these different formats, you can see that coordinate box keeps changing. If I click on that, it's going to match. And now I can reverse geocode up here as well and move through the different formats. If I click on address, well, there's no address. This is a trail. It's just showing the city. But if I do select what three words, it is going to give me the what three words location. Now let's go back to the coordinate box and we'll talk about what the auto, fill, clear, and copy to clipboard does. Let's say I fat fingered it and this wasn't the right location. If I hit autofill, it's just going to take me to the degrees and remove all the decimal. And you notice if I go to degree decimal minute, same thing, degrees minute seconds. It just leaves the degrees on there. Same thing when it to autofill. And if I went back to MGRS and hit autofill, you can see it did the same thing. Clearing just clears the entire thing. And then this is just a copy to clipboard. Whatever location I had in here will copy to clipboard. So if I go back, it just copies that to clipboard. If I wanted to paste that in, say, a text message or any other app I had on the device, it will work. All right, now we're going to do a scenario using what three words. I'm going to open the go-to tool. Notice that it brings up the last coordinates I searched for. We're going to hit clear. We're going to move over to what three words. And we're going to type in fear movie lions. If you're a beer drinker, IPA fan, you will recognize this right away. I'm also going to click this set address as the title. I'm going to click the red diamond here. I'm going to click find and then hit OK. And as I zoom in here, you can see that this is Stone Brewing in Richmond, Virginia. So we've got the red marker landing right on the building and the title, Fear Movie Lions. If I click on it, I can go back to that more details, click on the coordinate box, and then do any of those reverse geocoding tools I showed before. Now we're going to use the point dropper tool. The point dropper tool is meant to be used when you have a location visibly on the map that you want to put a marker on. It also has the same abilities we had in GoTo, where you can choose a known location. Additionally, it enables all the marker palettes in ATAK. To activate the point dropper tool, find it in the menu. You choose the marker style. So you can go through all these different marker styles to choose one. We'll keep it simple and choose this blue rectangle. We'll just drop it on the map. But if you look at the instructions there, it says tap map to place the points or long press anywhere to manually enter the coordinates. We'll do both. So if I click it on the map, there it is. And then if I long press, I get the same thing we had in the go-to tool. We'll hit cancel. When you're done, just click the back button to close the tool. If you'd like to move the map object, just hold down on it and then you can drag it anywhere you'd like. If you want to do fine adjustments, click on the map object, open up the radio menu. At about the 9 o'clock mark is the fine adjustment tool. You click on that and then it opens up a magnifier and you can move it right where you want it. Well, that covers the nuts and bolts of the go-to tool and the point dropper tool. Hope it was helpful and thanks for watching.